All right, looks like I'm live. Hey, everybody, it's Brad. I'm just drawing today with Spencer right now. So we're just going to chill and draw. If you got questions, put them in the chat. And I left my...
Hello, yes. I'm at Spencer Tunes.
Oh, yeah, Spencer Tunes. Add him on Facebook or Twitter, I mean.
Twitter, yeah.
Yeah.
Or Instagram.
Uh-huh. So... Oh, anyways, just chill and draw. Warm up. Anyways, so we were talking about the comic shop. So, yeah, so the owner changed, and he was not himself anymore, And of course, the other guys, when I took over for them, they had their own issues. They were stealing hours and stuff like that. So they would come in and just leave the new guy by himself and just take off and say they're there for 8 hours when they weren't.
Yes.
Yeah. So
doesn't sound like a fun place to work.
Well, it didn't for him, When I came in, though, he was like, "Oh, are you staying?" I'm like, "Yeah, dude. Like, it's my job, Yeah. So, it's my job. Yeah.
Is it really busy in the store?
It does get super busy a few nights a week. So, like, we do different events during the night. So, like, we don't sell just comics anymore because if we did, we would have probably gone under a long time ago,
Mm-hmm.
So now we do like board games, card games.
You sell the Funko Pops?
We sell a little bit of them. I'm very selective on them,
Yeah.
because there's so many out there. It's like, you know, I don't want to get all of these and like be stuck with them all,
Yeah.
if something happens. So
So do you sell like the sort of limited edition ones?
no, so those you got to order like tons of them,
Oh, do you?
Yeah. So yeah. So I just do select few. I keep it mostly to things that are like relevant to my shop, like comic characters,
Yeah.
some few Star Wars ones, stuff like that. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Like there's a shop, one of the main shops in Sydney.
Mm-hmm.
They had like a sort of uh, a whole wall of Captain Marvel. So
Yeah.
when the yeah, I think I shared a picture to you actually. They so they had like Captain Marvel books, and then they had the pop figure, and they had a couple other things. It was like it was all Captain Marvel all the
Mm-hmm.
time.
And the sellout.
I don't know. They had like a few pops. I didn't see anyone grabbing anything, and they had a whole heap of comics left. So I don't think it's a hugely popular character.
Yeah. Hey JP, how you doing, buddy? So yeah. When they try to force a character on people, it's just not gonna. Hey Doug, how you doing, buddy? Not much going on, Doug. We're just kind of drawing and chilling today. Quick break at work. Yeah, I understand.
What time is it over there?
For me, it's 8 o'clock
In the evening.
8 a.m.
Oh, AM. Okay.
Yeah, this is the first time like I went to bed like early. Like I was in bed like 11. Like I was like, oh, wow, I was just so tired from all that stuff this week.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, I'm just going to bed. So
And it's Monday morning,
it is Monday morning.
so you don't have work to do.
So Sundays and Mondays are my guaranteed days off from the shop.
Okay,
You know.
Yeah.
So,
that's good.
yeah. I only work part time there now. I'm not the manager anymore over there because I was focusing on my book.
Mm-hmm.
Garrett just got off work. Looks like Doug did. Hey Doug, if you want to hang and chill, let me know. Like we're not gonna talk anything about serious or anything. We're just gonna relax. So yeah. So anyways, it is Monday morning. It's gonna look like it's gonna be a nice day. It's gonna be almost 60 here. So, which I don't know what that is in Australia.
Yeah, I was just thinking. I was like, oh man, I'll have to do a little
conversion.
I'll look it up. I'll look it up here. So,
But like where I live, it's like it was cold all winter, so I'm like
60 Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
I still don't know why you guys haven't gone to the metric system.
You know what, dude? Trying to get Americans to do anything normal is like hard, dude. Like,
because even your calendar, the way you lay out your calendars is stupid.
Our calendar?
Like your dates. So we say day, month, year.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
And you guys go month, day, year.
Yeah. I used to live in Hong Kong for a while, so I got used to both sides. I could do both. I can figure it out pretty quick. Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the metric system is just superior.
There is, some superiority things with it, but it's I don't know,
So
man. It makes it handy like when you're doing construction or working on cars and stuff, but everybody does miles per hour when it comes to like speed and stuff like that. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, there's certain things that are miles per hour, but I think kilometers is just very easy to understand.
Yeah, I get you.
Because
I remember learning
all divisions of 100. Yeah.
Back in elementary school, and was like, oh, that's pretty easy,
All right, so I think the perfect temperature is 69 Fahrenheit.
Yeah, 69, 68. It's fine.
That's 68 actually is 20 degrees Celsius. There is a temperature where it crosses over, and I'm trying to figure out which it is. I think it's like.
So I used to know there was a mathematical equation.
Yeah, minus 40 Fahrenheit is minus 40 Celsius.
Oh, really? Okay.
So that's the convergence. So with Celsius, 0 is freezing.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And 100 is boiling.
Yep.
Easy peasy.
Yeah.
Excuse me. There needs to be a cough button. I could just press mute, I guess.
You could, yeah.
I'm sure the chat's really interested to know about Fahrenheit and Celsius.
This is literally just a chill stream. Today we can talk about whatever as long as it's not drama related. God, I've had enough this week.
Mm-hmm.
Had enough. I'm not quite liking how his face is coming out for Handyman.
So did you watch Alita: Battle Angel?
No, dude, I've been so busy. Like I was working on the book, working at the shop, and then all this crap. I have not seen any movies in a while.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, dude. Like, I just haven't. And yeah, I'm poor as hell too. So
Yeah, that doesn't help.
that doesn't help. Yeah. But yeah, like I want to go see it. I really do. It looks great. Yeah. Hey Sean,
Yeah.
how you doing, buddy? So yeah, but yeah, it's on my list. That's for sure. I mean, Aquaman's still on my list, to be honest.
Yeah, I haven't seen that either.
Yeah.
I think I'm definitely gonna have to rent that on iTunes or something.
Yeah, I hear it's out now digitally. So you know.
If only it was on um I'm blanking. Netflix. Oh my god.
Oh,
Yeah. Our Netflix is a bit different to your Netflix.
yeah.
We don't have exactly the same amount of the same content, so
Yeah, you get all the digital releases and stuff like that that we can't get here. They won't let us. You know, we can gouge so much here for stuff. It's insane. Like,
well, you know why? I think that they might give us a little bit extra because we're so big pirates. Australia is the biggest, one of the biggest pirates countries there is.
Interesting.
Like for Game of Thrones especially, there was like before we got Netflix. So we only got Netflix in the last like 5 years or so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, before that and before we got access to stuff like HBO Go and things like that, we used to be Torrent Nation. We'd get everything because it just wasn't available here. Like literally had to pay for a cable service that was like $60 a month or even more to get that stuff, and people were like, "No, we're not going to pay for this massive cable bundle of crap we're not going to watch when we just want to watch Game of Thrones."
Yeah, and I understand that completely. You know, like we have the same issue over here. Like just basic cable. Well, where you just get basically all the normal channels pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
No premium channels, which is like HBO stuff like that.
Yeah.
Will run you almost $60 a month.
Yeah.
US. So
luckily we've got a pretty good free to air. Yeah, there's pretty good free to air over here. Especially, I haven't watched free to air since I got Netflix though. But prior to Netflix, our free to air stuff was actually pretty good. Good content. I don't know if you've watched any Australian TV shows.
There's that morning show guy I like to watch. And
which one?
What's his name? He always messes up. He's on YouTube all the time for all the bloopers. Good.
Not Koshi.
I want to say Good Day something or whatever. And
there's Sunrise and there's Good Morning or something like that.
I think it's Good Morning.
Yeah, I think I know. Carl Stefanik or something.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember. He got fired recently. I think.
Watch him like. I think he's funny.
I think he got fired.
Oh, really?
I think so. If it's Carl Stefanovic, I think.
Oh, really?
I'll have to look it up. Apparently, he was like asking for too much money or something. I don't know. Oh. I'll have to have a look. Hang on, let me Google.
Who is this new phone? DeWolf? What do you mean, DeWolf? New phone. This is my buddy Josh from Australia. He's a cartoonist and illustrator. So we're just kind of hanging out.
Yeah, so it was the Today Show. Carl Stefanovic got fired.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I think they fired him and his brother.
Really? What for?
Because he was like, I think they were just asking too much money and just being dicks or something. I don't know.
Santorini was like, kick Australians. No, I'm not kicking Australians.
Hey,
Anyways,
it's currently 1 a.m. here.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm dropping my pens.
Just don't drop your pants.
I already did that this morning. Hey, Bill, what's up, buddy? Hey, Bill, are you working? Do you want to come in? Bill.
Bigfoot Bill?
No, not Doug. He has the invite already.
Oh.
So if he wants to come, he can show up. But I'm just gonna send Bill an invite real quick. Oh, okay. So Bill's just hanging out. Fine, Bill. I see how it is. Everybody's working this Monday morning.
I hate Mondays.
I'm okay with it. Tuesdays is what I hate. DeWolfman he says, send some Vegemite. We need some of the States.
Crikey.
We do not need that stuff here.
Vegemite's great.
No.
Yeah, I love it. On some toast with some butter.
Oh my God, Josh. Points.
I like peanut butter, and we say jam, but...
Oh, yeah, that's good stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. We don't say jelly. Jelly over here is jello.
No. Yeah. So that's what it is here. People just don't realize it. So jam, has actual pieces of fruit in it,
Yeah.
And stuff like that. But, jelly does not.
I think they also say conserve. It's called conserve.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Gotta have it with butter. I mean, jam? You gotta have jam and butter? Hell yeah,
baby. I think he's talking about Vegemite.
Oh, God, no.
Yeah, it's good. Nice bit of... what's good is cheese and Vegemite. Oh, man.
What? Good.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. DeWolf, what are you doing, buddy? You at work? You're welcome to come in, DeWolf.
I've actually had jam and cheese before. That's pretty good.
Yeah. Certain cheeses would probably do pretty well, actually. Yeah.
It's a bit of the savory with the sweet. Like a fig jam or something like that. It's good.
Not a big fig person.
Really?
I like Fig Newtons, the cookie, but as a jam, I'm not in the actual.
Well, dried fruit figs are one of my favorites.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I've never had dried figs before. So
really?
Oh, yeah, I've tried that before. Yeah. I used to, when I was in Hong Kong and living out there, I would buy dried mangoes all the time. I would, I would buy dragon fruit. Dragon fruit
is good.
It's good, but it's it's just cool looking. It's like the coolest looking fruit.
It is.
No.
It really is.
Because it looks like a dragon egg.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
And then when you open it up, it's like white, just pure white flesh.
It
with
depends on
dots.
the type. The one we get here is very pink, like the pinkiest pink you've ever seen.
Oh. Okay, so DeWolf is working too. Yeah, everybody's working.
Have you ever tried durian?
Oh, durian fruit? Oh, hell, God, no, the smell. Oh,
It does. It's the worst.
it is like the worst.
It smells like feet.
That's yeah. I don't know. I think it smells worse than feet, but it's pretty bad. Yeah. So.
Yeah, I had some when I went to Malaysia,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, it sort of tastes a bit like a custard apple, but not good enough to warrant going through the smell.
Yeah.
Because custard apple's quite nice.
Okay.
If you know what that is.
No.
Okay. It's a sort of like a sweeter durian, I guess.
Okay. I'm just regular durian. I know the texture. Like, yeah, it's has that weird. The texture to me is like kind of the weirdest part. Plus the smell bad, part. It's like,
Yeah, it's got that very soft,
two weird
soft white flesh.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
two weird textures going.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
I think we've just been talking about food for the last half an hour.
Hey, it's all good, man.
No, I like it.
You know what I need is to try Tim Tams. I hear they're great.
Oh, they're really good. It's one of our national treasures.
Is it?
Should be.
By the way, guys, if you haven't backed Handyman yet, please do. It's in the description. Those who are watching.
Take a sledgehammer.
I know, right?
And smash it in your face.
Yeah. If not, please share it out. If you could, I'd appreciate it. What's funny is I love seeing all the people who support Handyman, and they do the, they do like kind of like the Chuck Norris jokes for Handyman. Oh my gosh, it's pretty funny. So
there's so many books I haven't backed yet.
There's a lot, dude. There's a lot of decent stuff out there to back. There's a lot of trash to back too. I mean, yeah. Like I went on Kickstarter and backed a bunch of books like not too long ago.
I feel bad. I still haven't backed Niobe's book, and I've got a drawing in it.
Yeah. Well,
I have to do that.
I think he's done though, isn't he?
I don't know. I think he's still got a few days left.
Oh. Okay. Oh, I know he's fully funded though. I got that message.
Oh yeah, he's funded. Yeah, but I wanted to put my support in there as well.
Mm-hmm. It's almost impossible to back everything, the first time around. Sometimes you just have to get it later, if you can.
Well, my general rule is I back it if it looks good. I back it if I like the project.
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple I missed out on. I missed out on Graveyard Shift. I should have gotten that.
Yeah, I understand that one. Like my buddy got it at the shop, so I get to read it that way.
Oh, that's good.
Once he's done, so.
Mm-hmm.
Like we've backed at the shop like a ton of the books. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like between there's like four of us who work at my store, and we all kind of agree politically and ideologically,
Mm-hmm.
we have very similar tastes for books and stuff, and
Yeah.
so all of us have gotten like different books. We just share them between each other, you know. So
Do you guys get a perk where you can buy more than one book and get a discount or something?
so they have retail perks, like some of them available, you know, some
Yeah,
things and stuff.
that's good.
Every once in a while we'll chip in and do it, you know, but just kind of depends. So
Hmm.
yeah, but I try not to abuse anything like that either. You know?
Yeah. Have you backed Lady Alchemy?
I have not.
That's one on my list I wanted to back as well.
I don't know much about it, to be honest. I've been so focused on just getting my book done that,
Hmm.
yeah. Because I was near the end, I was like, I just want to push. Just want to push it out, get it done. And then, I took a couple weeks off, of my book. Got to finish up a couple things right now, and then we'll get back on it.
So
Hey,
for
what's up, Uncanny Kodiak? How you doing?
Handyman, are you working on the cover or what are you working on?
So yeah, I got to finish the cover today. I'm also doing the cover for Sportman, which is another book I was hired to do the cover for. So yeah, so I got to finish that out today. Well, it's just all that crap, like I said, this week, just kind of put it behind. So today I'm just starting off by just warming up right now, and then I'll get to it here. Start working on everything today. I may not stream all day. I'm probably gonna stream like a couple hours this morning, and then probably do another stream tonight. But I'll be drawing all day. So I also sold some stuff on eBay. I gotta go ship it out today.
Sold some books or what?
So because I work at the shop and I've been playing things like Magic and stuff like that, the card game and things like that since I was a kid, I'm really good at grading cards. So I will buy some cards and if I can get a good deal on them and grade them and then resell them
Right.
on eBay and stuff. So
it's a good racket.
It can, if you get them at a good deal, you're fine. If you don't get them at a good deal, you can hurt yourself, financially, But my buddy picked these ones up, and I've been selling them for him little by little at a time. So to get the most money we can for them, because you can always sell them to like another store or whatever, and make a quick buck, but they're going to make more money than you will. You just got to have the time and patience.
Yeah.
Yeah, because some of these things you could sit on for like a month or two, But
Hey, dude, I'll be right back.
Yeah, no worries. Anyways, guys out there watching, how you guys doing? Hope you're all doing good. Yeah. So what are you doing today, Kodiak? How long does Handyman have left on the campaign? 30-something days, I think. Let me double check. I got 34 days, and I'm 20% funded so far. So we'll get there. It'll take a little bit of time, but we'll get there. Did you not get your copy yet, Kodiak? Trying to keep your fish pond alive. Had a sudden drop in temp. Only days until spring. Oh, you have a fish in your pond outside. Oh, gotcha. I've watched several people like who constructs those fish ponds. Yeah.
All right, I'm back.
Too intensive.
Guess who's back?
Josh is back, maybe?
I'm back again.
Back again.
So I heard you on Doug TenNaples' show, and so you play D&D. You run D&D.
I play D&D, yeah. JP4 actually in the chat. I play with him Friday nights, but they maybe change the nights. I'm not too sure, which would suck because it would throw off my schedule. Because I like playing D&D with some good people, and we were having a fun time. And like the handyman had his own character; he was a rogue, So
a rogue or a fighter rogue?
He was a rogue. Yeah.
Okay. And you're playing 5th edition, is that right?
What was it, 5th? Yeah.
Yeah. A rogue assassin?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I started, I think I played once when I was a kid, like in the early 90s probably, whatever edition that was. And then I didn't play again until I played with a friend that kind of introduced me to it with 3.5.
Yeah, okay.
And then I played a bit with that, and then when 4 came out, we tried to convert to 4.
Oh, 4 was horrible.
4 was terrible.
Yeah.
So I gave it up until 5th edition came out.
We're gonna change the day so he can't play it because he cheats. I don't cheat, man. Dave, you're heading out to the comic shop. Just wanted to stop by and say hi. What are you doing at the comic shop, Dave? Do you work at one? Or are you just going out to pick up some books and stuff like that, or what's up? So.
Yeah, I think 5th edition is pretty good.
Yeah, 5th is great. It's been, a couple things definitely help push the popularity of it up there, but
it's very streamlined.
Storytelling, much more streamlined, So, P.S. Meltzer's in the chat too. What's up, dude?
So, do you play any campaigns from the books, or is it all homebrew?
So yeah, I've done campaigns from the books and stuff too, but homebrews are typically, I think, the most fun, But if you're learning the game or whatever, you should definitely play the book first.
Yeah.
So,
have you ever heard of? I think they're a publisher called Lamentations of the Flame Princess.
No.
They're really good. So they've got a couple of books out by Zach Smith, who is one of the people that kind of helped work on 5th edition, and he's put out a few books. One of them's called The Red and Pleasant Land, and the other one's The Maze of the Blue Medusa.
Okay.
And I've played through Red and Pleasant Land. I began Blue Medusa, which is a lot more complicated. It's pretty much a huge dungeon crawl, like massive, one of the biggest I've seen.
Really?
And but Red and Pleasant Land is like Alice in Wonderland, but with Dracula.
Oh, okay.
So you go into this world where everything's very much like Alice in Wonderland, but you're up against vampires.
Mm.
So all the royals, like the Red King and the Queen of whatever, Queen of Hearts,
Mm-hmm.
like they're all vampires. So it's pretty much humans are getting hunted, and you sort of have to survive and kill the king, I guess.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Yeah.
Let's see. Homebrews divert from character stories are the best. I do agree. I think those are the best. Homebrews, I think, also are the most challenging too to GMs. And also, um, can definitely be the most fun, most memorable games. Like I used to have this GM, and we would do what's it called? He made 4 worlds, and we had a character for each world, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what happened was like magic got turned off. We had to go to these 4 towers and turn magic back on in all 4 of these worlds, to combine them back together.
Mm-hmm.
But what he ended up doing was he would give us real life puzzles to solve. So he would bring these puzzles and mazes and riddles, and the players would have to solve them themselves, not the characters, the actual players.
I think for some people that would work. For other people, it would just frustrate the hell out of them.
Oh yeah, I was the dumbest and smartest half orc barbarian, in the group because I would get all the puzzles, but my stats in the game was like an 8 intelligence, Me no like this, me dumb. Yeah. So to solve it, he gave me a stupid headband of intelligence. Because I was coming up with all the strategies for how we should beat things. And he was like, "Yeah, you're not the dumbest guy in the group. Sorry."
Well, that's the challenge between the character and the player, isn't it? Because it's like I'm playing a wizard at the moment, and it's like 20 intelligence, and but I am definitely not 20 intelligence.
No,
So,
it's hard to. It does get hard to change yourself into the other characters.
Mm-hmm. So I think the way to do it is you just have to be like, the way the DM has to play it is, I'm not this smart, but my character is this smart, and so there has to be some kind of give and take there with, give me the clues and give the character, like the character just has to roll for it, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Really. Mm-hmm. Hey Justin, how you doing, buddy? Hopefully you weren't up all night, stealing people's cars. He's a truck driver. Not a truck driver, tow truck driver.
Oh, tow trucks, yeah.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah, D&D. I started out old school role playing, and back in the day when I started playing in high school, we would play Rollmaster.
What master?
Yeah, it's called Rollmasters by ICE or Iron Crown Enterprise. Yeah.
Okay.
Some of the older guys who are in the chat should know what that is. It's came in about the time D&D Second Edition, I think, came out.
Yep.
A different system. Holy crap! It was it was number crunching. It was like way number crunching, and it also did lots and lots of had open-ended dice. No, he was up all night towing people's cars that were getting DUIs. Sorry, man. But glad they're not on the road. St. Patty's Day. Oh, that's right. It was St. Patty's Day yesterday. That's right. That makes sense. Yeah. Anyway, so Rollmaster, which is still my favorite role playing game because they had the original. License to Lord of the Rings,
Oh, really?
The Hobbit. Yeah. So back in
Ah,
the day, so you could play, the original Lord of the Rings game before
oh, cool.
anybody else got it. So and but they had an open-ended system, which means so you're rolling a D100, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Two D10s, and if you got a 1 through 3, you would go down on the chart. If you got a 97 through 100, you'd roll again and go up on the chart, right? So you get these crazy, crazy results that could happen in everyday life, And there, I had two. They had books. Rollmaster did just on the crit tables, like that of what would happen if you were to roll super high or super low, right?
Yeah.
So like my favorite was one of my favorites was Tiny Animal, crit table, you
Mm-hmm.
know. And so like if you do like a squirrel or a chipmunk, roll open ended. If you get past 100, right? Normally it's not going to hurt you. It's just a stupid little animal,
Yeah.
But if you roll open ended, you get 100 again, it would say something to the effect of tiny animal jumps out of the tree, bites you on your neck, hits your jugular by accident, bleed out and die in 2 turns.
Right.
Like shit. you know, just weird stuff. That
Yeah.
would happen.
That's really cool. That's the kind of stuff you could make as a DM
Uh huh.
in
Yeah,
in
it
fifth
could be a
edition.
lot of fun. And
Yeah.
my
I've got
favorite.
a crit table
Oh,
that I use sometimes, and so when a player is like gets a crit, I get them to roll a d10,
yeah.
and I sort of change up the table every now and again as well.
Mhm.
So it might be something like, oh, you cut off an arm, or you stun them for a turn, or they have to save to be stunned, or they start bleeding out, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Uh, One of my favorites was they had the concussion table for spells. So they had what the cool system too about Rollmaster was they had tons of different types of spells. So you could use psionic, use elemental. There was all these different flavors of magic, and they
Yep.
all had their own unique tables, unique spells. So it was a lot of fun to play these things. It was great, and
And what was that called again?
Rollmaster, R O
Rollmaster. Okay. So
Rollmaster.
it's sort of similar to the Han system.
I don't know what that one is.
That's just it's the whole thing's based on a D100.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, so it's all percentile dice.
Yeah, it is all percentile dice. Yeah. So,
Yeah, and
um,
because the other one I played beyond D&D, besides D&D, was it's called Savage Worlds.
oh yeah, Savage Worlds. That's a good one. I saw that one quite a bit at the store still. So people can still get it. So it's not bad at all.
Yeah, I played through. It takes a bit to get used to. But I don't know. I still kind of like D&D the best.
Yeah, D&D is like the most iconic, of all of the role playing systems that are out there. Pathfinder is going to be a close second right now. So
Yeah, one of my mates is really into Pathfinder. Like he likes to
Pathfinder
go
is
to
still based on the 3.5 system. They were
yeah.
just the only people who didn't sell their license back.
Well, he just likes how in depth it was.
Yeah.
And I looked at it and I was like, this is the player sheet. It's freaking like 10 pages long.
Can be.
I'm not gonna play all this. It was like a score for jumping, and a score for crouching, and a score for picking up your shoes, and a score for like, yeah, just let me roll a strength check and get over
Yeah.
it. Don't have to have a skill for every single menial thing.
What was the space game with 5-foot blob characters, insects, humanoids, and simians who could glide? The space game? Is it a role-playing game, Dwarf? You know, because I know Rollmaster had Space Master. There was also there's Starfinder that's out right now. 40K had their own role-playing game, which is popular. And it's actually a newer version that's coming back out because everybody wanted it, but when they switched publishers for stuff, they pulled it, and all the books like skyrocketed in value. So because you couldn't find them anymore. It was an RPG out in the 80s. I don't know, man. In the 80s, I only played a little bit of D&D. And my mom, when she found out, flipped out. You know, you're not gonna let my kids play that devil game. You know.
Yeah, my mom still thinks it's satanic.
Well, back then, nobody, really understood. They had those in some of the books, they actually had rituals you could perform if you wanted to, pictures of them and stuff. So I know it's a big misconception about,
Well, I've read the Book of Vile Darkness, so that goes into all sorts of things like torturing and demon possession and how to become a lich and how to create cursed items and how to.
It sounds like a fun book.
It is a great book. It's a great book. I highly recommend looking at the Book of Vile Darkness.
I think I'll be all right, dude. Cool.
It can only be destroyed if a soul rips it up, and even then it will come back in 1,000 years. So.
Oh, okay.
Good luck. Good luck.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I've never been one to I've never just been interested in that stupid dark stuff in life, So, one of my artist friends, his name is Kari Christensen, and he does artwork for Magic the Gathering. He does artwork for a couple of video games and stuff like that are out right now, and he's very talented. Very talented guy, but draws monsters, like tons and tons of monsters and crazy dark things. And he's like the sweetest, most innocent looking guy you would ever think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know a guy exactly like that.
Yeah. And I'm like, how do you even think like that? He's like, I just do, man. Like, dang, I can't do it.
Yeah, there's a guy I know from Perth called Austin, and he draws the most creepiest monsters you wouldn't believe, and yeah, he's just the sweetest guy in the world, and just draws crazy monsters. Yeah, it's hilarious.
Yeah, every time I go over to Kari's house, because he lives just down the street, when he's in town, I'll look at what he's drawn and working on. Damn, dude, so dark. Yeah, you just see him. He's like this little frail little dude, man. And yeah, I'm like, you think someone, like a biker guy would, draw something like that, or but it's like, nope. Yeah.
Well, I think monsters and stuff are really fun to draw. I like drawing monsters.
I do like drawing some, but his the really, really creepy ones, that are just out there. Dragons are probably my thing. I love dragons,
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I always started them late in life. I didn't do them when I was younger. Yeah, so. He looked up Star Frontiers by TSR was the game. Space gliding monkeys were iconic in the game. Did a number of crunching space combats with the ships. Number crunching space combats with ships. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. I remember Star Wars, the old Star Wars RPG too. Did that. That was a good time back in the 90s. So.
The 90s.
Yep. Also, what was it? Did the Heroes game? Can't remember what it was called off the top of my head. You can make superheroes. You role play as superheroes. Yeah. So. All right. Well, I think my warm up is pretty much done.
One of the guys I play with on a Saturday, he's sort of made his own game of Fallout, which is really cool.
Fallout? Yeah.
Yeah, Fallout, the video game.
Yeah.
It's perfect for role play games, for like a D&D type thing.
That's cool.
I just find it interesting making analog versions of computer games.
They're kind of fun to do, you know. So have your own world of Super Mario or whatever, you know.
Yeah. Just always rescuing that princess.
Yeah, you get to be with Princess Peach, nobody else. Yeah. Mario can go F himself. Let's do what I'm about to do. Start this real quick. Let's my layouts to it. Gotta love painter's tape.
It's got a great sound to it.
Yeah, all masking tape does.
It's great.
So do you use that when you're doing your how do you hold your paper up when you're at the theme park doing all those
I have a
by the way, he does caricatures.
Yeah.
If you haven't noticed by his icon already, so we're gonna be doing one of Doug tonight, right? Or today?
At some point, yeah.
Cool. Tonight, yeah.
So I have a board with a piece of foam on it.
Okay.
And so it's actually covered in foam.
Yeah.
And it doesn't slip. So the paper doesn't slip around.
Nice. Okay.
So I just put one sheet on at a time, and it actually is really good to draw on. It's got a very good texture.
Really? Okay.
And when you put the pencil on it, it does this really soft kind of shading effect.
Oh, okay.
Because what I do is I draw with Sharpies, and then I color with Prismacolor art sticks.
Art sticks. Is that that's not the colored pencils?
No. Yeah, Prismacolor art sticks. They're colored pencils.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So is it a real toothy paper then? So you can get a nice.
Yeah,
quick...
you do need a toothy paper.
Okay. Yeah. By the way, those of you who don't know, to make colored pencils work, you really need a toothy paper. Because if you use the smooth paper, you're not going to be able to get much coverage down. Because how colored pencils fill in the paper is they fill in the holes in between the ridges. And if you don't use that tooth, or the smooth paper has a lot less tooth, you cannot get a good coverage. So you
and the other technique I do is Sharpies, Copic markers.
Yeah.
Copic markers with pencils over the top.
Yep, that works. It's kind of what I do. I use Copic markers for my comic pages, and I use, of course, colored pencil. I use some Prismas and stuff like that for the like some light shadows and some light highlights. But I use white paint or gouache for the specular highlights. So because the paper is so smooth that I draw on, there's not enough tooth to really do those properly with the colored pencil. So
yeah, I need to get some new paper because sometimes I'm too lazy to go order paper because we don't have any good stores here, like good chain stores like in America. You've got to sort of order from very specialty stores. So anyway, like I always end up sort of having to go order paper from like a office supplier, which doesn't have like paper with a lot of tooth. They just sort of have thick copy paper.
Yeah.
Which I can use sometimes, but it's not the best for commissions at all. But I'll use it in a pinch, especially if I'm at a live gig. So, like, if I go to a party and I'm drawing people, I'm sat there for like a couple of hours at a party and I have to churn out a drawing every 3 minutes, then I'll just use sort of thick 200 GSM copy paper.
Yeah.
Because I don't go into coloring. I just sort of just do it all in Sharpie.
Mm-hmm. So if anybody wants to know what I'm working on, or what I'm laying out right now, by the way, real quick, this is a cover I'm doing for Sportman. So some things are changed, but this is what I do first. I do a layout, right? Or a rough kind of design of what I'm going to do. Just take 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. I run the ruler down the side because it gives me a close approximation of 11 by 17. And then I just kind of plan out the flow of where I want things, so what I'm going to do. And something went off. So I'm going to be doing something like this. I'm trying to keep it high energy. I'm trying to keep it, action oriented, and I can kind of display what's going to be happening in the book, on the cover. So, but this is how it starts out, right? And then I transfer it to here and slowly work out to where I need to, and then I'll ink it little by little, So if anybody just wanted to know what I was doing, that is what I'm doing. So, Sporkman.
Very cool.
Yeah, so all I'm going to do is just kind of rough in basically where the shapes are going to go, type thing.
Mm-hmm.
Just keep it super loose, super not tight, because everything is still going to change. Like everything is going to change because it may not be the right size, it may not be the right thing. But I have to remember there's going to be a title at the top, so I have to be careful of where I put things. Now I'm not coloring this one. There's another guy who's going to be coloring it for me. So I just have to worry about the black and whites right now, which is good for me. So, other character's going to be over here. Then, right, almost in the center. That's where I'm going to put the 11. Get my right angle. 5.5. Boom, 5.5. Middle of the paper. Not going quite middle, but I just want the line down the middle for setting up my perspective point. What's up, Popefire?
Hey, Pooper.
And then I'm going to put the perspective right in the middle between the two bodies. Because I want them to be the focus. So when you plan out stuff like covers or panels and stuff like that, guys, you want to, it's a little boring sounding right now, but you want them to be the main focus. So you need all of the sidelines, right, to draw your eye inward to them, right? And then these figures here, you will have them draw your eye up to the title. So you kind of got to, plan that out ahead of time when you're doing stuff like this. There's a lot more thought that goes into it than people think. So, but anyways, if you got questions about it, go ahead and ask them in the chat. I'm just gonna be here figuring it out. Now that I got my lines, I can untape everything since I like to do everything free on the paper. So I just tape it down when I draw my construction lines or support lines. I don't know how to put it. I don't know what the lines are. Things that
I say construction.
Yeah, construction lines. Yeah, but I like to do a lot of freehand stuff. So
I've pretty much finished this thing I'm working on, so I'm going to start drawing with you guys.
I'm gonna start on Doug.
Yeah.
Doug TeNapel. He has Doug TeNapel by himself has a very interesting shape,
Yeah.
Himself, like so tall and skinny, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And a long neck, he has a long head, He's almost a caricature unto himself,
That's true.
And I like Doug, admired him for years. So,
oh yeah.
Yeah. I hope he doesn't take it the wrong way.
No, I think he's definitely an artist, so he gets it.
Yeah. Doug's body alone. Yeah. So.
Yeah, I've had some ideas to draw Doug for a while because he does have such a good look.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I do need a reference. Oh, the spear combat.
Alright, so I'm just going to email this stuff to the client and then I'm done. It's so good when you just finish a little project, isn't it?
Yeah, and then you look at it like, oh, good, I don't have to draw you anymore. Let's see here. Okay, so spear combat, special spear. Well, we could do something like that. I have to work this in because I want the spear to go upwards. But I want her to look like she's in action. So I need to. Something vaguely close.
All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. So I'm gonna make a new document.
The Wolf. We had more stories from Tales from Beyond the Gate, but Handyman took out the beast with the axe and tire iron. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. You know, that's why The Wolf, I really like it's hilarious to listen to people come up with all that stuff. It's flattering, you know, because it's such a fun character, you know, and just to hear someone talk like that about your character is pretty cool. So, to be honest, it's pretty cool to listen to. So, yeah, so let's see if we put her.
I just gotta look up some. Excuse me. I just gotta look up some reference for
Oh, don't worry. That's what I was doing. So, just make the spear kind of go up like that. Gosh, okay. I may have to resize these things a little bit. So let's mark that a little bit darker.
Okay. I think this is a good one. So I'm gonna draw him before he went and cut all his hair off.
Okay. I think he looks funny though without the hair though.
Well, he does. He does.
He does, yeah. So let's see here.
All right.
One body here, one body over here. Roughly the same head height. And I think we want we'll go to scratch paper.
Alrighty.
We'll make too many marks on this. So we did.
Okay.
You channeling your inner Doug.
Channeling Doug.
Oh.
Oh. All right, here we go. Well, I'm gonna share my screen. Here we go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna lock on you for a minute because I am just figuring stuff out.
All right.
All right, I got locked on you.
Okay. Is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. All right. Here we go. Hello to the chat. I'll try and look at you guys while I'm drawing as much as I can. So I'm going to be drawing in Photoshop.
Yeah, that's usually what I use, but I have a couple different programs and stuff. So I think we'll maybe mirror Sporkman's pose. We'll just have it be a spear. That might be good.
So I'm trying to get Doug's length in here. There. So we'll see.
I hear Crone from Bride to Be is good with a 2x4. We'll give Handyman a good fight. Check it out on updates from Tales from Beyond the Gate. I don't know, man. Handyman took out Batman last week. So, you know.
How many people do we have watching the chat right now?
Oh, I have no idea. Let's take a look, actually.
5.
We've got 5. Yeah. So,
5 watching. Okay.
not too much pressure. You're okay.
Yeah, right. If I stuff it up, no one's gonna know. No one tell Doug. No one tell Doug.
I hope Doug pops in right now just to watch you draw it.
I think I'd die from embarrassment. But,
You'd be fine. You would be fine.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that. That's fine.
So for the chat, you may notice that I'm going to be drawing Doug TeNapel as one of his characters, which looks suspiciously like him.
It's true.
It's like, was it made on purpose, Doug?
Yeah. I like the long neck, dude. Like,
Yeah. Actually, I might just tweet the link out to this stream.
yeah, please do. Anybody else can too, by the way. I'd appreciate it. Or
Just
you know,
tweet that I'm drawing
Doug TeNapel.
drawing Doug TeNapel live. Oh, not Douglas Ernst. Doug TeNapel. Okay, just give us a sec while I type this up. Ba-ba-ba.
Yep, that's what I do. I'm just trying to figure stuff out.
Yeah. Try it out. Okay, here we go. Tweeted. Done. To all of my 100 followers.
Ooh, there we go.
No, I got 200 followers. 221 followers on Twitter.
Ooh.
I'm so popular. Watch out. Watch out. Okay. Alright, back to it. Here we go. Thanks for retweeting there.
Yeah, no problem, dude. Only a one-click thing I gotta do. So. Why is his neck so crooked and long? He's doing a caricature.
Yeah, that's right.
So I don't know if many people have actually seen caricatures nowadays. I don't want to do it, I don't think.
Yeah, I've never actually seen any comic skater do one. I think Sashi is the closest.
Yeah.
I sort of want to make his eyes a bit more cartoony.
Do it.
A little bit more like one of his drawings. Love it.
Oh man. I we had a good face of John Malin, that'd be another one to do.
I don't think I know what John looks like.
Nobody really does. There's only a couple pictures of him when he had some sunglasses on and stuff back in the 90s or something like that, early 2000s maybe.
I think I remember him being good looking, which
Yeah,
doesn't
from what I
help.
hear, like he's
That
Mr.
doesn't help
Hot.
for. That's
He is-
not good for a caricature.
Yeah. Hey, you want to do EBS after this?
I think I've done EVS once.
Oh, have you?
before. Yeah, I'll try and see if I can find it actually. I might have tweeted it, or I don't know. How do I find that? It's on my Twitter somewhere.
Well, I don't know right now.
Let me see if I can just quickly scroll it.
Yeah.
Because I don't put pictures on Twitter that often. So we'll see.
The media button.
Yeah, the old media button. So I'm gonna scroll through here and see if I can see. I might have deleted it
Oh, really?
because it was so bad.
Oh,
Oh no! Here we go. All right, so let's take this, and there we go. That was from a while ago. Can you see this?
I have it on. Yeah, your screen's being shared.
Yeah.
He does have that little pointy nose, doesn't he, at the end?
Yeah. Yeah. So there you go.
Oh, man, dude.
Good times. Good times.
If you can't laugh at yourself and everything that's going on around you, it's worthless in life. That's for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. That's right.
Smear Ravezzi is like, dude, that's awesome. Yeah, so. Let's see here. I'm quickly railing some buildings, some signs.
I'm trying to find some more pictures of
Okay.
Doug. Yeah. So I don't think I've got the nose quite right.
Well, I mean, there's the stream last night. You just pop it up real quick and take it.
Yeah.
Up. He was talking. He was talking straight to the camera. He just wanted. Yeah.
No. It kind of comes to a bit of a point. It tilts up. He's got this nice little double point going on.
Mm-hmm.
Like that, which I could use for later. That's good. Alright. Now, I might do a little bit of a smile.
Yeah.
He's got a very narrow smile.
He drinks whiskey, I believe, by the way.
He drinks whiskey?
I believe he drinks whiskey. Yeah. Hey, Abel Parsons, how's it going? Hey, all, happy Monday. That is true. It is a happy Monday. Yeah. It's a long neck though. It gets me every time.
Yeah.
Oh man.
It looks like he's on drugs here in my drawing. the dirtiest Doug.
Oh, I gotta give him dirty hands too.
Yeah.
Dirty hands with his whiskey. Yeah, maybe he's sanitizing them or something like that. Some people like don't forget his smugness.
Yeah, he's looking kind of smug in this, yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. Smug Doug.
Hmm.
Alright, so he's got a bit of hair going on. There. I'll put some bit of movement in the hair here. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's looking like him.
Is he right or left-handed?
Doug, I don't. I want to say right-handed, but I've only seen him on camera drawing, so.
Okay, well, I'm going to draw whiskey glass in one hand. So that'd be. How am I going to do this? How do I draw hands? Here we go.
Oh, I mean, you can readjust your canvas too if you need to. You got unlimited space.
Well, not quite, but yeah.
Well, yeah. All I mean is like you can adjust everything around, to make it fit your needs. Yeah. I think I saw Handyman on a wanted poster on the Home Depot bulletin board. Most likely true, dude. Most likely very true. Home Depot loves them and hates them with all the money he spends at their locations. But they don't like what he does with his tools. That's for sure. Yeah. So. I think he was just looking for work. I hear he's out of a job. Yeah, no, I don't think he's out of a job. There's always people that need hurt, So the day he's out of a job, it'll be his happy day, happiest day of his life.
He'll try and make his hands look freakishly long. I might have to fix the the hands up a bit later, but we'll see.
Well, career transition. That's true.
Alrighty, here we go. Whoa. How's your drawing going?
Just getting the rough layout done right now. So I think I got where I kind of want it. So now I'm just kind of visualizing where I want to put everything a little bit. So I'm just kind of adjusting like hand poses, stuff like that. So I want that to go that way. I want that to go that way. So trying to make sure there's no obvious tangents either. Things that just make it look like, yeah. So I just switched to like a really light, thin pencil. So I do this. By the way, thanks, Tyler, for dropping links and stuff in there. I appreciate it. So.
My people.
My people. Everybody's Doug's people. It's kind of true, though, to be honest. Doug doesn't really hate anybody,
No, he's a lovable.
He is.
Yeah.
I really appreciate him coming out like he did to try to help me get a fair shake on things, because kind of sucked,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to address the drama too much. I think we did enough of that this last week.
Yeah.
But because I really want to end, I want us to go back, to no problems at all, but things needed to get aired. Unfortunately, happened when I launched my book, which sucks.
Yeah, it's not the best timing in the world, is it?
Yeah, what happened and when it happened, the timing just really sucked. But it is what it is. So,
it is what it is, and the time is now.
Yeah, all I can do is, like I said earlier when we were talking, just kind of gotta keep moving forward.
Yep.
Everything's kind of been said already.
Mm-hmm.
Things are happening. But gotta just keep pushing on.
Trying not to make his nose look too, yeah. think it's a bit too over. So the good thing with digital is you can go back and correct things, but that's also the bad thing, because
you get used to it. Yeah.
You get correcting. Oh, just do this, just do that.
Yeah, like, so I think that's what kind of turned me off on digital. It's like it does that perfectionist thing inside your head where you're not gonna ever think you're good enough type thing, or it's like it's never perfect enough,
Yeah.
And honestly, I think artwork, like humans, have flaws, should have flaws. So
Yep.
yeah. And just feels more natural that way. Like, I started out doing a lot of digital work. I got a Graphire 4 tablet back in the day, or drawing pad. I'd look at the screen and draw, and one of those.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got one of those
today. Like, I was using it last week, because I like it when I use it for Photoshop to help make corrections, But it just it's just weird. It feels weird when you're drawing. I don't know. I just don't like. I like having a drawing in front of me, a texture, a physical thing, and trying to work everything out. Henneman says, when the timing of the situation is bad, directly apply the timing belt to the problem. Now, I think that's what happened this week, dude. I'm pretty sure that is exactly what happened this week. Oh, man. Yeah. Timing belt did get applied. Yeah. Well, I know my proportions are off, but it's feeling right. Anyways, the cover is. I'll show everybody what it kind of looks like right now.
Okay. Yeah, that's how I draw. Like, does it feel good?
Yeah, so I like it. For me, it's more the emotion of the thing. Like, you want to capture that emotion, that action, and stuff like that. So, like the anatomy is a little bit better here, right? Because I was thinking about it in smaller, but
yeah, that looks good.
So there was some. They wanted me to change a couple of things for the Sporkman guys. They wanted me to change her from kicking to using her staff, right? So I had to change this pose. They did not like this pose. I like the pose, but this is their cover. So I'm doing some minor corrections for them because they're paying me, But this was great, and I like the element here where it's going to go up for the title. I was trying to do the same thing with the leg, right? So I have to change it. So what I'm doing is Sporkman's still going to be here. It's going to be pointing up. And then here, she's going to be holding her staff. And it's going to be pointing up. And she's basically kind of mirroring his pose slightly. I'm going to play with it a little bit so it's a little bit more dynamic. But it's pretty much there, kind of where I want it. And then I can just slowly start adding everything in. So what I'll do first is I will work out the anatomy and everything for here, the middle, with the two main characters. Plan out the blocky shadows for the fronts, where it's going to be some guys they're defeating, right? And then I already have kind of, see if you guys can see in the background, I have a rough layout of the buildings of what I want to do, and I got some photo reference. So I'll draw these characters first because they're not going to be interacting with the actual background. And then I will go back and pencil. So I will ink these characters first, ink the front first. Then I go back and I draw the background pencil, and then ink that after with whatever's going to be in the background and stuff like that. So that way, I do it in layers and in sections. So, if anybody has questions, they can let me know. Anyways, back to Doug.
I like how you've drawn the staff. Looks good.
Drawn the staff. Yeah, I'm trying to. Yeah, I wanted action, an action-oriented pose and stuff like that. So, like, what I'll do now is I'm going to take a photo of it on my phone, and it allows me to see what. So if you look at it, sorry, I haven't had enough caffeine this morning. You look at it in a different light because it's smaller.
Yeah.
And you can see what's wrong. So.
Yeah, you can do things like look at it upside down, flip it around, that kind of stuff works as well.
Like right now, I can see just from the photo, torsos are way too long. I got to shorten those up a bit. Some spacing between the head, shoulders, things like that. But it's mainly just the blocks where I wanted to get them in place, and then I can go tighten those up. So, because once you get the feeling right, once you get that emotion in the page, it comes off a little better. Oh man, what is up with everybody on Twitter today? Why do you even look? Like, I picked up my phone to take the picture, and damn, I literally have 45 notifications this morning.
Oh really?
Jeez, guys.
Mr. Popular.
No, some guys are being tools online. Oh well. Let them be tools all they want. I don't care anymore. Yeah, so I'm going to bring, I like the shoulder around the perspective point. I'm going to bring the legs up a little bit in the waist. Mm-hmm. So you're a full-time artist, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know you work at a amusement park. What else do you do? I mean, you do some freelance jobs.
Some parties.
Yeah.
Some comics.
Yeah, I know you do comics.
Some storyboards here and there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just sort of whatever I can get, really.
Okay.
The life of a freelance artist.
Yeah, it does suck, doesn't it?
You do have a lot of freedom, but you've also got a lot of spare time because you're looking for work.
Yeah, I hate that. Yeah.
And I do the conventions and stuff as well.
Oh, okay, cool.
So I go around.
What's the best convention to attend out there in Australia?
Pretty much the only one. There's not that many, so I do Supernova.
Supernova?
Yeah, it's called Supernova.
Okay.
And it goes to all the capital cities.
Oh, okay.
Much. I go to Sydney, Melbourne, Gold Coast, Brisbane. So all on the East Coast. I haven't gone to Perth yet.
Go see Razzie?
Yeah, not yet. It's a bit of a trek.
Yeah, it is a bit of a trek. I agree. I mean, I've seen it on a map. It's definitely far out there. Yeah. But they go out there too, right?
5-hour flight from Sydney.
That's not too bad, actually. Longest flight I ever did was when I went out to Hong Kong. So,
Big man trapped in a little can up in the sky. I mean, jeez. I just, God, it would suck so bad. Long ass flight. But that's why I stayed. You know, I stayed several months. So, like, you know, it was kind of worth it. It was definitely worth it to go.
It's one of those things. Is I hope you're not claustrophobic.
I'm not claustrophobic, like, you know, but just being in a tiny airline when you're a big guy, you know, the worst thing you have to think about is like, do I need to use that little restroom over there?
Yeah.
You know, that's like the worst thing you can have as a big guy. It's like a tiny little bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it to hell, you know.
Yeah, who designed this thing?
Yeah, you know, the first class guys get like a full size bathroom. A freak.
All right, how's it looking?
1 second, let me pull my head up. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm liking. He will need a little glint in his eye, but I know you'll get to that a little bit later.
Yeah, I'm gonna add that in post.
Oh, maybe we should get my halo up. No, but you're drawing him as like, you know, Bigfoot Bill. So, right? How you're doing it?
Yeah, Bigfoot Bill.
Yeah.
So he, especially when he had his like no mustache beard.
Oh, okay.
So that's why he's got the Bigfoot Bill going on a bit more.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's cool. Very cool.
Very cool. I think I'm gonna have to open up a new YouTube tab to try and find a picture of the guy with that beard.
When he has the beard?
Yeah, with the no mustache. The Abe Lincoln. That was from a while back now, I think. Here we go. Because you got to get it right with with his smile, especially.
Yeah, if you're doing caricatures, like, you have to have the most notable features right. If you don't, it just doesn't look like the guy. I agree.
Yeah. He's actually a kind of a difficult guy to draw.
Is he?
With his mouth, especially, he's got a very distinct mouth. Yeah, I notice that kind of stuff. I know it sounds weird.
Oh yeah, because you do it on a daily basis. You know, so.
With yeah. You're always looking at the shape and what's the shape. What's happening? Yeah.
Sorry, guys, I'm replying to a couple of messages ago.
Yeah, I'm not being very entertaining right now. I can't.
No, you're good, dude. It's
There, that looks like his mouth. There we go.
uh-huh.
Look at that. That's right. Okay. And then we got to do the smile, teeth, and make it kind of Bigfoot Bill-ish.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe have a bit of a tooth poking out here. Looks a bit like a werewolf.
Oh yeah, a little
A
bit.
little bit. A little bit. Don't tell John Mann.
Might need some more smoke.
Yeah. None of that, thanks.
Oh man, I think too many people have had wolf milk anyway. Kind of Grinch-like. Yeah, so Bigfoot Bill is kind of Grinch-like anyway. I think so. Plus, it's an April, yeah, it gets a little more Grinchy, you know. I really hope he accepts the invitation and pops in so he can see this while you're doing it.
That'd be great. It's looking like him, hey. I'm kind of happy. How
It does look like him,
yeah.
Should you give him hot pink hair, later?
Maybe I can do a version with the hair, sure.
Oh man. All right. I think I got everything scaled the way I wanted. I'll take a lot of pictures and then I'll start really drawing stuff.
See, the thing with caricatures you have to try not to do is make them too cruel without being funny.
Yes. Yeah.
Which the idea is never really to be cruel. So.
No. Yeah. You're never trying to be cruel, especially like there are some people that with really distinctive facial features, which that's kind of makes up why they look the way they do. And if you accentuate them the wrong way, you turn into looking like a dick artist. As you're like, wow, you're just making fun of me at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's definitely not what you want to do.
No.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think there's anyone that I have never drawn.
Yeah, that's.
I'm worried I'm going to offend them.
Yeah, have you ever offended anybody doing your drawings? At a park?
I've offended some people, yeah, but
really,
well, not to the point where they're going to cry, but to the point where it's like, oh, that doesn't look like me. And it's like, I think you're just in denial. Like, it does look like you. Your friends are laughing at it. It looks like you.
They know, yeah. They're like, yeah, it's you. Yeah. Do they refuse payment at that point, or?
No. I think I've only had that, a few times. I've been doing it for like 10 years or so.
Okay.
At this point, professionally. And maybe I've only had people refuse to pay like 3 times, so.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Usually they'll pay, but they'll still whinge. It's like, oh, this doesn't look like me. It's like, are you trying to offend me? That's the most hurtful thing you can say to a cartoonist. It doesn't look like me.
I'm trying to offend you. I'm getting out of my way, to pick on you, a random customer who comes by and offends you. Yeah. That is what I'm doing.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I've had. I don't think I've ever had to refund anybody yet. You know, should I have? Maybe. I don't know. But you know, when I'm doing custom work for someone, you know, I gotta. It's custom. You know, it's not like,
Hmm.
especially for certain things, like there's no way I can resell this. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, dude, you're paying me for my time, brother. There's no ifs, ands, or ways about it. Like, it's different. Like if I was on purpose, like, you know, doing something trollish or whatever, you know. But
Hmm.
yeah, yeah. Let's see. Power of the Spark. This is a weird character to draw, to be honest. The Sport Man.
It sounds like it.
It's interesting, you know. I don't know all the history of the character. I got to read more on it, but yeah, apparently he gets his powers from Spork.
It reminds me of Spatula Man
Spatula.
from Tick.
Oh yeah. Okay. It's been a long time since I saw a red tick. You know, I used to watch the cartoon all the time back in the day. Okay, now I got my general layouts done. Let's lighten this up a lot. I love kneaded erasers because I can just roll it over like Play-Doh and lighten up the drawing.
Yeah, I use those as well. They're great.
Yeah. Just roll it out, slowly erase stuff I don't need. So it still gives me my construction lines underneath. And then I can go over the
Roll
top.
them out. Roll it out.
Yeah.
Autobots, roll out.
Autobots transform and roll out. Let's that down. Close that down.
So, what's the last convention that you did?
Last one I did was Long Beach last year, Long Beach Comic Con. That is probably, in my opinion, the worst convention artists could go to.
Why is that?
So the convention itself, the people are fine, right? The
Mm-hmm.
company puts it on, all of that is fine, you know. What I don't like though is the convention center. So the convention center blocks your Wi-Fi access there.
Oh, what?
Yeah, so you have to be on theirs only, and
Mm-hmm.
the signal's on the floor
Oh my god.
for emergency calls only. And they want $100 a day for their Wi-Fi.
Of course they do.
Of course, yeah, right. It's ridiculous. I don't even pay that much for my home service. You know, who can afford $100 a day for Wi-Fi? You know?
Yeah.
So you can't take credit card transactions or anything without paying their fee.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Customers can't use their phones. They can't Venmo you. They can't PayPal you. You know, whatever. You know, to try to.
That is terrible.
So you have to go off the floor if you want to do the transaction, right?
Oh my
Go off
god.
the floor and in the exits, you have to walk around to the main entrance, wait in line, and get back in again. Even if my table is right by the door, that
How
happened.
do they?
Are you
How do
kidding?
they get? How do they get anyone to do it if it's that terrible? Because they'd run out of people to, come in the exhibit. What are they? What are they offering? Are you there?
Yeah. Sorry, someone just
You
messaged
right?
me trying to get a hold of earlier today.
Oh,
Tim was getting a hold of me, so he
Ah.
wants to do an art stream later this week. So in the evening, so maybe you and I and Tim will get together and just draw again later this week.
yeah. If I'm free, then
Free,
definitely. Yeah.
So, but I was looking at my Sportman reference. I'm trying to find my Sportman stuff, and then all of a sudden Tim's messages popped up. Like, oh crap! So let's see here. Where was I though? I was talking about. Oh, you had to walk around the convention to get back in.
Yeah. So like, how do they attract
They're
exhibitors?
losing people left and right. Like, they're losing a ton of people left and right. So
Yeah, you'd think so.
yep, artists don't want to go. Stuff like that. It's annoying, dude. Really.
Hmm. Yeah, it sounds terrible.
Mm-hmm. I don't like it at all. Okay, Sportman.
I've thought about doing my own convention.
Doing your own or starting your own?
Starting my own,
Oh yeah.
but there's so much involved. I don't envy the people that run conventions, to be honest.
No, but I've thought about it too. Like, I would love to do either a Comics Geek style convention or something like that out here. Because I think it would work really well. And there's a convention center that's not very big. It's not super expensive to rent. I was looking at it before, but you just get a bunch of conservative artists, indie creators and stuff like that, and have an indie comic book convention. But I don't know if that would, really work or not. And it's definitely a lot of money to put on. I mean, they're not cheap by any means. To do. Yeah. So. Yeah. And they're definitely not cheap at all.
No. My idea was to have an area for adults so they can drink and stuff. Because our drinking age is 18 here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, here you have to be 21, I think, to drink.
Yeah, that's right. Yep.
Just in this state. I mean, I don't know what the other states are, but
I think it's 21.
is it? Okay. So, but there's bars like right across the street from the convention center where I would host it down here if I was to do one.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's so you wouldn't have to do anything. You just walk out and come back in if you wanted.
Yeah.
To you. But it's right next to like all the big hotels downtown. I'm talking about downtown, like Provo, Utah. So I'm not talking about Salt Lake. Salt Lake would be a little too expensive, I think, to run the con. Provo has this nice new convention center over here, and because it's like 30 miles away from Salt Lake, it's cheaper to rent out, and they host nice conventions. I've been there a couple of times for some fantasy conventions and book stuff. Parking's easy,
walkings downtown. You can get to my comic book shop from there. You know, just a matter of like 2 minutes. You know, so it's not bad at all. You know.
That's cool.
Yeah, I think it'd be kind of fun too. I mean, it's a pretty conservative area, you know, but you're not going to be like everybody here is with comics and stuff like that. I mean, there's a comic book crowd, but it's they're very like-minded. You know, they want good business practices, good business ethics, good customer service, you know, stuff like that. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, which is
That's what
what
you need.
Comicsgate, or what I agree about Comicsgate. You know, I just yeah. I'm sad I kind of cut my affiliation with it officially, you know,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't really need to wear a label, you know, to be who I am. So, and that's okay, you know, I don't have any problem with that. But after being treated the way I was like, you know, if that's what it takes, you know, for these tests to be in Comicsgate or whatever, you know, it's dumb. So
Yeah. I think they're trying to move past that, but we'll see.
I know they are, but I decided, you know, if I'm going to wear a label, you know, it's only going to be for two things in my life. It's going to be for my God, you know, and it's going to be, you know, when I get married. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I mean, while I agree with the practices, or you know, this what it's for, uh, I, I can do that and not, you know, label it. Yeah, yeah,
That's fair enough.
yeah. I think it's fair, you know. Yeah. And you know, I feel no, not feel. Okay, what's the right word? No, it feels the right word. I have no ill will or you know malice towards people. What happened? You know, I just wish people would get along better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you decided to come back, you wouldn't be the first creator to do it because
yeah,
Ethan did it, didn't he? So.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's true. I wouldn't be the first. But I don't, yeah, like I said, I don't think I'm gonna wear the label again. You know, and it's mainly just because I don't think it's necessary. You know, yeah,
No, it's not. It's not necessary,
no,
especially if it's just indie comics, which I'm all for indie comics. And
Mhm.
if you're with like Alterna and their thing, it's like you can sort of support them, but just be distant from them, I guess. Or
yeah, hmm
I think Alterna has got the right idea.
I do. Yeah, I think so too. So, and you know, I've known Peter for years. Peter gave me my first publishing gig as in comics. So, and it was for on his own book. I did his uh, the chair. I did a pinup for the chair for his graphic novel. So,
And especially for customers, like the customer can pick and choose. They can go, oh, I like this book, I like that book, and
yeah,
I like this artist, I like that artist, that writer, whatever. Doesn't really matter what group they're affiliated with. It's just if they like the work.
yep. The work should just stand for itself. You know, because like we're seeing some of the Comicsgate books that are coming out. You know, some are good, some are not so good. You know.
So I think about this drawing, I want to have one shoulder where I can just see the fur and no hand.
Mm-hmm.
So do you think the whiskey or the pointing with the dirty fingers?
DeWolf said, "Is the SJW crowd still pushing the label? That's a consideration.
Mm.
Pushing which label? The Comicsgate label or the indie label? I don't know which one you're talking about, DeWolf. So
I think he's talking about people that are anti-Comicsgate that are just sort of hounding anyone that's loosely affiliated with it, right?
I've never seen pushback from it in my area. In fact, if
Mhm.
anything, Comicsgate in my area, a lot of the customers are really kind of for it. They're kind of for the change in the industry. They're tired of the way it is. And a lot of customers at my shop were extremely upset the way everything went down on this last week. They're like, "Holy crap, dude!" I mean, if there's going to be purity tests to be in it or whatever, like, is it worth it? They just
Mhm.
want you to be good to everybody. So
Yeah.
And that's all I wanted to do. Yeah. But
Man, I'm trying to find
what's up?
my mouse. My mouse is gone. Hey, wow. All right, that's all right. I've got it. Here we go. So I'm trying to find a picture of Bigfoot Bill that has the finger of Poseidon on it. Because I think I'll do that instead of the whiskey. Because I've got a lot of Doug in this picture, but I don't have a lot of Bigfoot Bill, so we'll try and do a nice little combination.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, because he wears it on his wrist gauntlet. Yeah. Maybe. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna have to sketch this again. So, did you think the whiskey or the finger
For what?
for Doug?
Do I like more? Let's keep the whiskey.
The whiskey?
Yeah.
Well, let me draw one other thing.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. I mean, it's your drawing. You get to do what you want. So.
Well, it is my drawing, but I like to have some input.
Yeah, I understand.
Okay. So this idea is to have the head holding the finger of Poseidon up. Ooh, look at this. Man, I don't think I'll ever get good at drawing hands.
Please practice, man.
Yeah.
Actually, I kind of like that better. Just make it dirty.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Okay. Yeah.
The wolf was saying you should point the finger of the hand holding the whiskey. Point with
the
the finger and holding the whiskey.
Like the opposite hand?
I don't know. Maybe. Yeah. I don't know. I like the way this. I like that one though.
Because you can have this, the whiskey, and the.
Put the finger in the whiskey.
I could. I don't know. What am I trying to say? Point with the finger of the hand holding the whiskey.
Trying to say it's funny. Same hand, he said.
Same hand. No. I still don't know what he means.
Yeah, I don't really understand it either.
I think I'm just an idiot. I don't know.
No, you're not. I'm not understanding. It's okay. We'll just let you choose.
Well,
now, man, it's all up to you.
A bit of whiskey is all right.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh boy, it's 3 a.m. in the morning.
3 a.m. That's it.
I've been here for 3 hours.
4 a.m. nights this last week, so
I don't know why I'm not tired.
I know I wasn't why that Sunday. Stressed out. Like I would try to sleep, I get like 2 hours max, and then I'm up again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, stress will do that to you. Oh, I like this idea. Okay, because he can control water, so he's like controlling the whiskey.
Oh, that's actually cool. That's right. Yeah, that's good. I like that.
And then with this one, I can make this point more.
You gonna make a point where?
Just have it pointing a little bit over.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I need my Sporkman reference again. Sporkman. Where's this chick? There she is. So she has.
So we're just going to make sure we draw his hands nice and dirty.
Mm-hmm. Got long black hair.
So you're just working on the comic all day today?
So I'm working on my cover and the Sporkman cover today, and
So is that plenty to keep you busy?
yeah, that'll be plenty busy. Because these ones I go a little slow on because they're covers, so I gotta
Mm-hmm.
you know I can't just ink them as fast as possible, and I will try to work out every detail I can, so it and then ink them super slow, so it comes through nice and clean.
Yep.
Yeah, so. And then I will light, shade very carefully, so. But it will take a while to do this. She just wears those. Oh.
So just going back to the D&D thing, I think your game on Friday.
Stream.
Huh?
Doug is telling you to appreciate that stream right now.
Appreciate the stream.
Yeah, I think he's watching you draw.
Oh. Doug's an April?
Yeah.
Shut up. Okay.
He's messaging me right now, dude. I'm not joking.
It's a bit of a senpai notice me. I think it looks a lot like that.
Flip out.
Hey?
Oh, I said if you pop in right now and say hi, you'd flip out.
Yeah, I would. Whoops, crap.
Yeah.
I have to make sure I save this thing.
Yeah, save it. Don't actually be like, no!
I literally just saved it for the first time just then, and I was like, oh no, I hadn't saved it before this.
Oh.
If it had crapped out, oh my god.
Oh. Oh no, we'll see. One second.
Okay.
times. It says Josh is a fantastic artist.
Oh man,
You're making him blush.
you are. I don't think I could handle it if he came in. To be honest.
I don't know if he's going to or not, but
Yeah, I wish.
he says he'd like to come in. I'll give him the stream thing again. So. Let's see what he says. He says he's a little busy, but you're fantastic.
Oh, thanks, man. That's awesome.
Wow. I'll just tell him next time.
Well, it's yeah.
I don't know if he's watching the volume or not. But
It's just my schedules. I'm on the opposite side of the world, so it's like
yeah.
I don't get opportunity to talk to you guys that often.
Yeah, being in Australia, it'll suck sometimes. But.
So there you go. That's what it's looking like so far.
What was that?
That's what it's looking like so far.
Yeah, that's good. Having two people overlap each other, characters overlap each other, is a pain in the butt to get it right. Just a little bit annoying.
So is it like 10 a.m. now where you are?
Yeah, almost 10:30.
Wow.
Yeah, we've been going for a couple hours.
Yeah, it's like
I
time
don't
flies.
realize that when you start when I start drawing, right? Time goes out the window. I'm not thinking. I'm not looking at that clock. I'm not looking. I'm always looking at the drawing. Oh, sometimes these things just like there's one time I was drawing for 10 hours straight.
Really?
Yeah. I was like,
Wow.
crap. There goes my day.
Mhm.
I had a couple errands to run, but I just got into this piece.
Mhm.
And I just put my phone on silent and set it down. And I left it on the bed, and I just was working. I didn't even eat. I was just going, and I was when I got done, I was like, I would only get up really to just take a leak and then come back. Pretty much that was it. And I would just be drinking water. I had water or some Coke Zero next to my table.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all I had, and I was just going. And then I don't realize how long time's been gone. Just,
Was it a page that you were working on?
yeah,
or-
just one of my pages from my book. Just I was just so into it. But,
Mhm.
just you don't realize how long you go sometimes. I mean, what's the longest you ever been drawing for?
Probably like 6 hours or something.
That's it.
Probably, yeah. Like without getting up.
Yeah, like it's like, and that's the weird thing too, is like my body was feeling fine,
Mm-hmm.
I would get up like to just go use the restroom or whatever. Like I didn't feel like, I was cramped or hurting or nothing. I was just in the zone. Yeah.
Well, I've done a caricature gig where I didn't get up for like 3 hours,
Mm-hmm.
drawing people like one after the other.
Yeah.
So that's probably the occasions where I draw the most, like the quickest.
Oh, really? So my
Just-
quickest and most intense for me is the cons, where I'm just back to back to back to back, because like I will, when I go to the cons, like it's about halfway through the first day, right? Because
Mhm.
everybody like kind of waits the first day to kind of see what they want,
Yeah.
unless you're like a top name artist or whatever,
Yeah.
And then so I will be. That's why I start to book up real bad, and then I,
Mhm.
over 3 days do 10 or 12 drawings, a couple hours a piece. So I will book up that first day, and then it's just nonstop, go. And I never take them home with me or to the hotel or whatever.
Yeah.
I want to rest, when I'm done. I don't want to do them at the hotel. So what I do though is I get up super early. I go to the convention center early, and I will work there in the convention center hallway before. It's just me and security,
Oh yeah.
and I'm just,
They give you weird looks.
no, they're like, oh, hey, that's cool. And I actually get to know them. It's pretty neat. Like all those guys are pretty cool fans and stuff, and they'll come by for me and stuff like that, like early in the morning or at
Yeah.
night, It's like, dude, it's really cool, That's how I get a lot of my commissions. Actually, is from the security guards and stuff. It's kind of weird, because they can't interact with you when, really when the show's going,
Mhm.
or even the staff of the convention center, they're like, hey, do you do commission stuff? I'm like, yeah, I can fit you in like one or something like that, and they're like super appreciative of it. They're probably the biggest fans. They can't really get to interact with a lot of the talent or whatever that comes by. It's I kind of feel bad for them a little bit. So, they get jobs to do. And they just kind of get overlooked because a lot of them are just volunteers.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. At the conventions.
Yep.
Yeah, you've got all these volunteer people that are
Yeah.
helping out. Yeah.
And like some of the conventions, like Salt Lake Convention here, they will give you that there's a volunteer thing that they give out, like if you want to donate artwork or something like that, and the volunteers get it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. Yeah. You got to keep those volunteers happy.
Mm-hmm. I think I needed to change your hands. They were just in the wrong spot. Just going to change the staff slightly, but I think that'll be okay.
Did you want to put it on your drawing?
Yeah. Like, I was gonna have it bending back more, but it just made it look too funky. So yeah, because with her overlapping, or Sporkman and her overlapping, it just kind of, she kept getting distorted, so I had to work it out. I'm wondering if I should hide Handyman in the cover somewhere.
Put in some Easter eggs.
I like putting Easter eggs and stuff. It's kind of fun, actually.
Yeah.
Like, there's gonna be some of my book in the backgrounds and certain things that are close up.
I have to keep on reminding myself, I'm a professional. I can draw hands. I can draw hands. It's all right.
You can draw hands.
I have to like stop and I'm like, that's right.
Yeah.
Not quite right.
It's all good. I'm amazed we still have 4 people watching right now. Like, we're like the most boring people on the planet at the moment.
Yeah, I'm never like really chatty while I'm drawing.
Yeah.
I'm not that chatty to begin with.
Yeah, me either. You know, it's kind of a forced habit, you know. Like, when I'm doing at conventions, I gotta talk, you know. Because I'll have people drawing like over my shoulder, they'll be watching me and stuff. So, you know, like asking questions, and I'm cool with it. Or like sometimes I'll go to the store and just draw. And everybody comes like, "Oh, I didn't know you drew." I'm like, that's my book right there on the thing. I'm like, oh, wait, Handyman's your book? I'm like, yeah. And they're like, oh yeah, yeah, I'll order it right now. Hold on. It's kind of cool. That's how I got a several sales, but you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So but I need to get my posters done so I can take them to the. Probably just going to use the title page, to be honest. I don't know if I'll have my cover scanned in yet by then. I'm just going to get them done today. I got to drive them up to the other stores in Salt Lake because they said they would put them up there for me. So, and then I got to think about my stretch goals when I get closer. What I want to do. Yeah, I think the wind, going that way looks good. I think I might give Sporkman a damaged cloak, some holes, some tears, because he's supposed to be fighting, you know, and it's a tough fight, you know. A little battle damage never hurt. Looks good. Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
It's a tricky pose you've got there as well.
Yeah, it is a little bit tricky, to be honest. You know, I thought it's dynamic. It looks good. Just need to.
Can the stream see us? I mean, can the stream see you? Sorry.
No, so I had to center on you, man, because yours is much easier to see. You know, but as each one of us talks, our screens become active.
It's just that I was seeing a lot of me while you were talking.
Oh yeah, because I had it locked on you. Yours is easier to see right now, so what's happening on screen? Like when I start inking this, it'll really pop, you know. But till that time,
Have you invited some other artists to come in today?
I have. You know, it is a Monday morning though, so
Right.
we're busy.
Yeah.
Some have day jobs, you know.
It's just that I might jump off when I finish this.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna jump off too, anyways, because I want to eat, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I think 3 hours is 3 or 4 hours is good enough right now, and then I'll eat and come back and work on stuff. So
Well, I'm thinking about if I should color this now or leave it black and white and color it on another stream.
we can color it later if you want. Like if you want to pull it up and color it later. But are you done with it already?
Not quite. I've got some
You get
more
there.
things to do. Yeah, but I'm pretty close.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't like to stream more than 3 or 4 hours anyways at a time. So
Mm-hmm.
2 hours is fine actually. Cause,
Keep it short and sweet.
yeah. Plus, I want to walk away for a little bit, give this time to breathe, and then you know,
Mm-hmm.
make sure it sets with me before I'm 100% committed to inking and stuff like that. So, but yeah, with covers you gotta, you know, I don't do too many all the time. I just go slow so I can make sure I don't want to fuck it up. I do not want to like screw up a cover. Yeah, this
Probably
is
not the best.
time wasted. Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is going to be super detailed too, because I'm going to have all the stuff in the backgrounds. There's going to be ninjas on the side of the buildings. There's going to be decorations, storefronts, stuff like that. So it's building upon building upon building. So
And you're doing it all by hand.
yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh my god.
What?
No, I get super nervous when I have to do things like that. Like when I did a sketch cover recently, I was like putting it off for ages because I was like, it's a sketch cover. If I mess it up, that's it. I can't screw it up and throw it away and start again.
Oh, nah, it's fine. I mean, I've done so many now that it doesn't matter. You know,
Mm-hmm.
unfortunately, I've unfortunately throw stuff away. You know, I've had to start over. You know, I've had to do all that. You know, the thing is though, the trick is if you see a mistake or you have a mistake on there, how can you fix it so they don't notice? You know,
Yeah.
and you start learning how to do stuff like that. The other thing is, if you're doing sketch covers, working in black and white only is the best. Once you start going grayscale or anything on it, like you have to be a little more precise with your inks, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But if you just do black and white only, have you ever had these? Jim Lee uses them. He's pressed up.
No, I don't think so.
It's white out, and you just pop the top off. And you squeeze it while you go, and it just does a nice little thing of white out on the top.
Oh yeah, I have seen those. Yeah.
So I went on Amazon and bought like 36 of them for like $12.
Ah, good one.
And so you can buy them like that, and then so if you're doing sketch covers or just black and white straight up commissions and stuff like that, like if you got a mistake, it's not that bad. You just pull out that white out, let it dry for a sec, come back over the top with your brush pen or whatever, fix it. You're done. So it's not bad. It's also good for when you're doing stars and stuff, you know. Or, little flicks with you know, the corner of a credit card or whatever, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Do you ever use masking fluid?
Masking fluid.
Yeah.
What's that?
So masking fluid is a rubber cement type material, right? And you paint it over like your drawing, right? So I would paint over a certain section of a drawing where I want to keep nothing on it, like I don't want anything to touch it, right? So you paint over it, layer it on there, and then you let it dry, and you come back and color, paint, do whatever you want around it and over the top. And then you just take your finger and you roll it up, and it comes off the page, and it's perfectly clear underneath. So it's they call it masking fluid. So it's kind of like masking tape when you paint,
Yeah.
But you can do it in any shape you want, or anything like that. So I use that sometimes when I'm doing my covers or drawings, and I'm coloring them to make sure I don't have any overages or whatever in certain areas, or I don't let things bleed through. So, yeah. But you put your signature on it. You about done, my friend?
Just about. I'm gonna try and put a bit of splattering on it.
All right, cool.
We'll see how that looks. Just wanna test it out.
Yeah. I'm just watching you right now, so.
Okay. I need to install some new brushes. What's good?
What's funny is I have all these brushes on my thing, but to me, like I never know how to use them or when to use them right.
Oh yeah.
I've always just drawn stuff, by hand, like my own little effects and everything. I just go in there by hand and do it,
Yeah. Well, I've purchased some brushes, and so I need to install them, but I haven't got around to doing that yet.
I see you're making little dirt marks and stuff.
A little bit of dirt on the fingers.
Yeah. Dirty dog.
Dirty dog. That's it. And then I can color this. It's on a separate layer, so I can color it in a bit different. Yeah.
Once I get my Cintiq set up, I'm going to do some digital streams and stuff like that too. So.
Yeah, it's great. Because I always thought I needed a separate program or something like OBS or something to stream drawing. But if I can do it on the Google Hangout with YouTube.
Google Hangout you can. Google Hangouts with YouTube is being discontinued here. So.
It's what?
They're not going to be using it after the end of this year.
What?
Yep. So.
Why?
Because it's easy enough to do actually on OBS. I have OBS too. I learned how to do them both. But there's other programs out there now that are coming out that do the same thing as Hangout. So
Google, why are you being a dickhead? God damn it! It was so easy to use.
Yeah, it's way easy. Yeah.
Google. Oh, Google.
Well, I would pay for like $30 a year for a license for Google Hangouts.
Yeah.
I would. Yeah.
Why not?
YouTube. That way I don't have to worry about it. I can just call who I want to call.
Maybe they'll have some other thing.
Yeah, also.
Is it because they're discontinuing Google Plus?
Maybe. Yeah. I don't know exactly. I just remember reading about it that they're going to stop it. So.
Okay. Well, we should write a petition.
Write a petition. Petitions hardly ever work, man. Like nowadays, they way hardly ever work.
But what's YouTube going to do? Because I see a lot of people streaming.
I think it's becoming more and more popular. So I don't know. Who knows? Maybe they'll reverse the decision later. I'm not sure.
Well, you'd think also, like YouTube is owned by Google, and YouTube makes money from people doing things like super chats and live streaming. So it's like, why are you taking that away. You just
Well, they're not taking super chatting away. They're not taking live streaming away because you can still live stream with other softwares and integration thing. I just don't. I'm thinking it's because they don't want to like have to host, the stream. They prefer like you guys do that or whatever, and then you can just link to the server where your stuff is connected. So, like when you set up OBS, you have to get that super long string of information, stuff like that, where your server is for your website or your Facebook, your YouTube page, and all that kind of crap. So
yeah, I've never actually used OBS before.
Oh, okay. It's pretty easy actually. The initial setup is pain in the butt, but once you got it set up, it's locked in there.
Okay.
And like all you do is you like, oh, camera one, boom, which could be your desktop, or number two, which could be your Cintiq, right? Or number three, you just hit what you want, whatever. And you can have all of them on at the same time if you want. You can dedicate certain space to how it streams, how it goes.
Okay, so you can have like a picture-in-picture type deal.
Yeah. You can do all sorts of things with it. Yeah. So.
Okay, because I've seen people do that. So. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So like
maybe it'd be worth installing.
I used to stream on Twitch. I would have two cameras. One was on me, one was on the drawing. So.
Okay. And so with Twitch, it was OBS.
Yeah, I used OBS or So.
Okay.
Like you can't really do that with Hangouts. It's just one camera only.
Yeah.
Unless you invite yourself in with another account.
Right.
Yeah, but you can choose the layout and how you want it to, and type thing. Which I had my own little thing set up and info on the right hand side, and then so.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, it's something else to look up and figure out. Another thing to do.
I just used a YouTube video to actually teach me.
Oh.
It took 5 minutes.
Well, there you go. If you can do it, I'm sure I can do it.
Oh, dude. You'll probably do it easier than I could. I'm an old fart, man. So, yeah. I'm glad Doug got to see this, though. That's pretty funny.
Yeah, I'm chuffed. That's great. Yeah, it looks good.
Yep. Cool. I
think so. I'm thinking I might put something in the background, but I don't know. I used to have this awesome brush. It was just like this vertical texture brush.
I would just do it when you're coloring.
When I go for coloring, yeah, I just want to see what it would look like because I've just got a lot of empty space up there. I just want to see what it looks like when it's filled in.
Yeah, make it trees or something like that.
Something like that. Whoopsie. All right.
There you go. Yeah, that's good.
Cool.
Cool.
Groovy. All right. Well, thanks for having me.
Yeah. Don't disappear yet. If anybody's still watching, where can they find you again, Josh?
Yeah, at Spencer Tunes on Twitter and Instagram.
Yep.
So that's the last name Spencer, and then Tunes like cartoons.
Cool. And
Yeah.
then I got my information down below. Please support Handyman, and have a great day, guys. God bless. I'll check you guys later.